Hey guys, so we're going to talk about the Samsung Galaxy Fold today. Okay, so yes, somewhere around March we had the Galaxy Fold coming out. There was a hue and cry about it. It's a new form factor. People are going to love it, and supposedly some YouTubers and reviewers, accidentally or they peeled off the screen protector, which is not actually a screen protector. It was supposed to be, uh, the screen actually. So Samsung had to call back all the units from the reviewers and from the stores. And finally, we have a fixed Samsung Galaxy Fold. And I'm going to give you my review. I'm not a very regular tech reviewer, but I'm getting into the mode because I feel that I devote a lot of time with new gadgets and new form factors, and uh, I would like to put out my point of view um, with the people. So here we have the beautiful Samsung Galaxy Fold. Now that's the space silver, if you see. That's the front, and that's the back. You see, it's pretty shiny, and you can see how slim the edges are. But they tried to fix the hinge here, which was sort of. They also tried to put a clip in here so that it could prevent for the dust to get in. So okay, so here's how we open it. So that's the inside, if you see. So these are the apps. So as you see, the screen is absolutely amazing. You have a phone which folds, and you it's a small screen. I mean, it's heavy though. I mean, it's not like it's pretty light. It's heavy, and this small screen, obviously, while you're trying to do something on the main screen, and you can actually go on to the biggest screen. So that's the biggest screen. Now, um, it's interesting. The form factor is amazing. I feel this is the way forward. We've seen phones um, coming from the iPhone 4S, the Blackberries, and then turning into the the 6S plus, 7 plus, 8 plus, and the Maxes. So we have the 11 Pro Max now, and the phones are getting bigger and bigger. Now, a lot of people like big screens, and a lot of people use it for personal and business purposes. Now, this is a device which I would not recommend to a person who wants to use it as a daily phone or as a primary phone for personal use. First thing, the price. $2,000 is a big price tag. Not everyone can afford it. Okay, even if you can afford it, you can set up payment plans and all that. It's still not cost effective. First, it's not dust resistant, it's not water resistant. You have to be very careful with it. Samsung gives you a whole lot of instructions with the device itself, saying that you cannot press the screen hard. Uh, you cannot scratch it. You cannot use any sort of cleaner or anything. Basically, you have to be very delicate with the screen. Now, if you're someone who's a very rough user, somebody who drops, you know, your phone once in a while, this is not the device for you. Um, this is the device for somebody who needs a phone and who also needs a tablet, which is a folded phone. And once you need it, it becomes a 7.4-inch screen, which is, I won't say an iPad, but close to an iPad mini, somewhere around the same, where you can have some presentations and, you know, all the new features. So, of course, it's the Android version. We all know. Um, the interesting part is that you can actually multitask in this device. Like I have one screen here now. Now, if I want, I can actually add two more screens to it. So I can open a browser here, and I can also open my notes. So, as you see, you can multitask here with three screens, and that's the way you can close the apps. It's sometimes a little tricky to get the apps off. Okay. Yeah, so of course, talking about mm, the fingerprint sensor is is okay. I won't say it's great, but it does the job, so it's good. Um, the face recognition, still not the best, but you can live up with that. Um, Screen obviously is, as you see, is big, bold, and you can turn it brighter, and you can just see how all the content can be in here. So, in my opinion, it's a it's a professional device. Probably, I would recommend it for um, people who are into business, who have the extra cash, like $2,000, to just spend it on something like this. Now, you have to keep this in mind that this is the first foldable phone which goes inside. Of course, we know Huawei has the other version of the fold, but which goes outwards. This goes inwards. This makes more sense of a foldable phone. Like you have app continuity in this, that whatever you have on the front screen as you open, you get that on the screen inside. So it's more practical. Samsung claims that it can go up to 200,000 folds. Well, certain reviewers say that it may go up to 150,000 folds or something. But that's not the point. The point is that it's a new form factor. It's useful for some, it's not useful for some. It's not sturdy. Of course, you'll have to protect it at all times. I mean, Samsung does give you a carbon fiber case to protect it from the front and back, but it's still a very delicate phone. You cannot spill water on it. You cannot have dust around it. You have to have some sort of a case, some sort of a holster, some sort of a thing to contain it. Okay, so you just cannot you know carry it like that. Now, the cameras are pretty good actually. So you've got three cameras here. So you've got an ultra wide, you've got a wide angle, and you have a telephoto lens. So, and then you've got two cameras in the front. Now, if you see, the last time Samsung did not have this protection around the edges, which it has certainly added. If you see the notch here, so now they've tucked that screen protector under the device, so there's no way you can peel it now. Okay, so don't appeal yourself to go ahead and peel it off. So that's not going to happen. You do have one camera in the front, so you've got like 6 cameras, which is pretty amazing. It has an amazing battery life. I've used it for over a week, and I feel it's an amazing device to use. But having said that, uh, it's not practical. A device like this on a day-to-day use is difficult unless you don't care about $2,000 and you end up dropping your device or spilling some coffee or doing something crazy with it, or your kids do something with that and you don't care about it, then it's fine. But I'm talking about the average person who wants to use it for a certain purpose. So if you want to use it for a certain purpose, you have to be sure that you protect it at all times. So it's a delicate device. I would recommend that not to just go into buying this phone because it is expensive. Uh, of course, it's classy, it's appealing, it's a new form factor, but it's not for everyone. That's what we need to understand before you go ahead and put in your bucks. You've got to understand that you cannot just spend. A lot of reviewers would just say, "Okay, go buy it." No, I would say, no, that's not the point. So, I would say this is the first gen of this form factor. Now, in the future, this is the way forward. I know that Apple has something in the lab for a foldable phone. So we're expecting it around 2022 maybe, or 2023. We can't say. But as far as Apple is concerned, Apple does an amazing job when it comes out with its products. So I would say wait for a while, because I think the future versions of the foldable smartphones are going to be much more cheaper and sturdier and probably more protected, because this phone is not. And I think cost effective too. That's one of the major reasons. But it still amazes me. It was years back that I'd heard when I was, I'm talking about 10 years back probably. We heard about some technology into pharmaceutical companies with a OLED screen, foldable OLED screen, which was supposed to be for healthcare and all that. But now we see it coming into smartphones, which is amazing. And Samsung has done a fantastic job. There is no doubts about it. It's an amazing device. But it depends. What are you going to use it for? You want to use it for, uh, you know, gaming? It's an amazing phone. You want to use it for multimedia? It's an amazing phone. I mean, actually, I can just show you how it actually looks while you play it on screen and how big the screen can go. And so, so,
Former aide to Senator Chuck Schumer and host of the Aggressive Progressive podcast. All right, Corey.
so you see the sound, and
It gets worse and worse for poor old
you
Joe.
also see
What
that
do you think
it's
about this
pretty
testimony
clear,
this week
and
about the 2015
the screen
warnings that were
resolution is great,
disregarded?
and but it
Well,
still
the
has
former
it
Deputy
still
Assistant
consumes
Secretary of State George
um,
Kent
a
made
certain
this
amount
to the
of
Vice President's
the
office,
screen
but
here,
we're now hearing he's testified to this
and
week.
it
And
still
the
does
Vice
not give
President's
you a full
office
screen, but
responded
it does
to
the
Biden's
job.
office and said, we're too busy to deal with this. This is not a priority that our son, his son.
So that's my honest review about the Galaxy Fold. It comes with a 12 GB RAM. It comes with a 512 gigabytes of storage. It's a at least in the US and a few other countries, particularly in US, it's a 4G version. So we still don't have the 5G version. I think UK, Korea, in Europe, we still have the 5G version. In US, we have an unlocked version and the AT&T version, and both are 4Gs. So it has a 512 storage, 12 gigabytes of RAM, and it's fast enough. I must say, it's, if you want to multitask, if you want to take pictures, it's a good phone. But as I said, it's not an everyday phone. You cannot carry it while you're traveling. You're you know going kayaking. You're going for a trip. Um, it's not the phone. It's simply a business phone, I would say. It can be a personal phone. You can use it for special occasions, you know, for certain things, for photography, you know, but I would just say you have to be careful with it. So, guys, this was my review for the Galaxy, Samsung Galaxy Fold, and I hope you like the video. I know it's not one of the greatest, but if you still like it, give a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button, and do leave your comments because they're valuable. Once you leave your comments, I can go through them, and I know that how I need to do better as a reviewer. So that helps. So hope you guys have a pleasant week or weekend ahead, and catch you soon with another video. Take care. Bye bye.